All right. So we have Aaron today in the Molybdenum Software Show, but this is not a show where we are constantly self-aware and think so much about what we say or do. It's work, work, work. We try to keep it real. And for that matter, I will turn off my camera so I feel more comfortable. Be able to focus on the work. In this platform, only one can share a screen at a time, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
But it's not so bad because you can steal the screen share and I can steal the screen share. So it's okay.
Okay.
It's workable.
Great.
Speaking of screen shares, why don't you do so?
You have me start off
Share
here.
the
I
screen. Did you
gotta
ever
get my
do mob
environment.
programming with a timer and
Never
rotation
done
of
mob
roles?
programming, so this is new to me.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my environment up and running here.
So how about I
Uh,
demonstrate?
yeah. You start things off here. That'll probably work better.
Okay. You have my screen, I suppose. All right. First, so as soon as I get here, I see that this is broken. I said broken, but there's I have this environment variable. It is set, so I don't know why this is broken. I think you know what I think. I think I used NHOS test last time instead of like switch, and that's why it's broken.
Okay.
So how about I go over here and do a quick switch. Let's see how long it takes. There's flake parts and several different configurations and
Yeah. Okay. I noticed you don't have a dir-env file in the project here. So just
that's right. I don't believe those should be checked in because I want to leave some room for the participants to put their own stuff in there.
okay. Sounds good. Um.
There you go. I switched and now there you go. See, I fixed it a while ago.
Okay.
This is that environment variable. It's called mob timer room.
Mm,
And what this does is I can run mob t open,
okay.
opens this up. Now I will have this the timer. I will have it here at all times. So the window of the title of the window can show us on my screen the countdown, and I will start my time this way. So you
Okay.
can see it counting down. This is my turn as a pilot, which means I have least responsibility. As far as the pilot is concerned, they can not do anything and wait for instructions. But if
Okay.
they know what the mob wants them to do, then they can autopilot
Sure.
and always narrate themselves. Because we can all do things faster than the eye can see and faster than participants can understand what we're doing. So narration is important. So I will do just that. I think the first thing I will do is give you permissions. So we'll go over here and find this. You know what? I'll add you to the org first. How does that work? Oh, maybe it's here, people. Invite. How do I find you?
AAND. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
And my phone. Of course, my phone is right next to me. because it's 2026 and we all know who the boss is.
Sorry, I'm just having an issue here. Trying to get my hmm,
Let's
cross
take care of
panel.
your issues on when you're pilot.
Sure.
Okay, so you're invited to the org,
Great.
and now I'll go back to this project and give you permissions because the default permissions are not sufficient. And you're in the list because you're in the org. Okay, so that's done. I still have 5 minutes. So I'll show you how to use the mob CLI. I will switch to the master branch, and the mob CLI has a special. I'll show you. I'll show you a demonstration on some feature branch. So let's call it feature branch, like feature. Okay. We need to create it with C, and I'll do mob start with create flag. Oh,
Yeah.
my git switch errored out.
Mob SC. Okay.
I'll switch back to master. Switch here. This is a feature branch. Now, if I do mob start with create, what it does is all these git commands, which actually also push, and I end up on mob/feat. Now, if I make a change, like let's say I touch a file, and then I do mob next, it adds everything and pushes, so that if you on your end do a git fetch all, or without all, you'd get to see the feat branch, and then you'd do this. You'd do git switch feat and mob start, and then you'd end up where I left off.
Right. Okay.
Now, let's say one of us wants, and we say, okay, we want to make a real commit. So we do a mob done. And what we end up with is, let me show you the status, is we end up on the feat branch with all the changes we had on the mob feat branch staged.
Okay.
And then we could just go git commit if we want, or we could do a git diff staged to see what that is.
Okay.
So I will do a git reset, git clean, and clean that, and switch back to master, and then I'll git delete origin feat and git branch delete feat locally. And when I do mob start on master, I get a slightly different result. Maybe it's a historical thing, I don't know, but I end up not in mob/master, but in mob session.
Okay.
It's literally specific to master. I don't know what the deal is. Otherwise, the behavior, it's just a name. Otherwise, the behavior is the same. I still have 2 minutes, so I'll show you around. Here's an editor. It's a Rust project. I hope you have some Rust tooling in your editor, but we'll take a look at it on your turn as a pilot. Here is one file where we have tests. These are all end-to-end tests, which means here is what they look like. Let's search for a test. Here's the so page content is served. Fixture new, fixture git init, because otherwise the program exits, fails. We write a source file, for example, foo.html, HTML page, new title, some page. It's a constructor utility here. We spawn a subject. Subject is the program that we're testing, this project. Spawn it from the fixture because, and we spawn a fresh browser, which is a Chromium using Chrome DevTools protocol, something to control it. And then we go new page on the browser, navigate to that foo HTML, await, unwrap, wait for navigation, await, unwrap, get title. And then we have the title and we assert that it's the expected title.
Okay.
Which means this program, why do we even have, so this program, to remind you, it's like, I can, okay. When you see me on, like, looking at my screen share, I have
Yeah.
rotated. I can also say rotated. And now you share screen.
Okay. Sure.
I got your screen.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna use VS Code. Not that I do a whole lot of work in VS Code, but yeah, I tried to load a Durand file and seems not to load anything right now,
Okay.
unfortunately.
What I have in my .env
Yep.
is a use nix, and also the value for this environment variable. I can send it to you on, what are we chatting on? Discord or
Yeah, maybe you
Matrix?
just chat here, you can send it.
Here is kind of bad. It like ruins the.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I think the first step is to just get Durand FC to load there.
There you are on Discord.
So using flakes wouldn't work?
It works, but I do use nix because of extraneous copying to the.
Okay. Well, you gotta
And
get
I do remember that you made what's it called?
tricks, yeah.
Flicks?
Tricks, yeah.
Tricks.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried it yet. Sorry.
Yeah, fair.
Just remember that your screen is shared.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So this doesn't expose like a developer or whatever. It just exposes a like a shell.nix or something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, but it does. Huh. Okay. Cool. Anyways. Yeah. So you're driving and I'm just doing what
You're
you
the
say at this point.
pilot. You're pilot, and I'm captain.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Of course,
So
again, if you know what to do, you just do. But I was showing you, when I was pilot, I was showing you around the end-to-end tests.
right.
And I was explaining to you how this program is supposed to work. I just
Yes.
started explaining that, so I suppose I will continue.
Okay. Great.
This program is executed with a single argument, and that is, in fact, go to the README and let's read that and then see what I can add on top of that.
Okay, so yeah, CLI for web development that watches the source, invokes rebuilds, statically serves and triggers a page reload. Okay. Yeah,
Here's a usage. You give it a build command, which is just a command, no arguments, and that's literally the only argument that it takes at the moment.
Yeah.
A serve path will be resolved to the git stop level /serve. That's just hard-coded at the moment. And its contents statically served at, again, hard-coded, localhost, HTTP, available port, some available port. Chromium will be launched with that URL. Git tracked files will be watched. On change, the build command will be invoked with serve path provided via the environment as serve path.
Mhm.
When build command exits successfully, the page reloads.
Great.
What is implemented is many things, but not the watching of Git tracked files.
Mm. Okay.
Also, now that I'm reading this, I am kind of reconsidering my the definition there, because there's a difference between Git tracked files and all files except for Git ignored files.
Right.
What do you think it should be? The
Mm.
former is what Flakes does,
Mhm.
which can be infuriating when you find
Mhm.
out, and then when every time that you shoot yourself in the foot with it. Especially, this is not meant for Nix users in particular, this is meant for anyone. And this behavior is like, sure, you could throw this thing at Nix users and they would be okay. I get it. I'm familiar with this nonsense from Flakes, but I think many would be upset at this behavior.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I can see some use cases where you'd want to ignore some files, but yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of cases where, yeah, it can be both ways, right?
So how about we change the definition to like non-Git ignored files? Just
Okay.
just keep in mind, uh, this README file is generated.
Ah, never mind then. Okay. How's this generated then?
uh, I think there's a readme.nix somewhere.
Fair enough. Yeah.
By the way, Control P. I used to use VS Code, so I know some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't use a lot of VS Code. I don't often use it, so yeah. Okay. Um, all right, yeah, let's start working then, I guess. Yeah, what should I do
Oh,
here? Do you want
but
me
right, but so I think in order to actually for your edits to, like you said, let's start working. Do you have that environment loaded?
yeah, here we go. So mob, and then it
Mob
was
T open.
open.
That's not a flag. It's
Okay.
this CLI
Yep.
can just shorthand anything. So mob
Okay.
timer open.
Oh,
Do you have a
sure. So now,
browser?
yeah. Yeah, where would that be? Localhost.
It's not localhost. It's a web page. It's a
Oh,
public web
it,
page.
okay, sure.
The mob T open is supposed to have opened it for you.
Is it? It may have opened it on another browser. Okay. Um, yeah, I've opened it down here. Too many browsers open, right? Okay.
Okay, and then you can do mob T7.
7? Yeah, for
Yes,
7. Great.
there you go. Now you're on master and it's probably clean, so you can do mob start. This will,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry, I already screwed it up.
That's okay.
The
No,
mVarsity.
this is the usual workflow. You have to ignore .nvarc somehow.
Yeah. Okay. What, like get add like unstaged or something, or intent to add?
I would no, I don't see how that would work.
Oh,
We don't want to
okay.
check it in. We don't want to ignore it. So are you familiar with .git info exclude?
No.
It's like a .git ignore, the same format,
Okay.
but it's not checked in. It's like in .git
Dot get
info /
info.
info.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Exclude. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I can just put that and bar C here.
Yep.
Perfect.
Now you should be able to git reset, and it's gone.
Great. Okay, so
Mob start should work now,
yeah. Okay, mob start.
and you should find yourself in the mob session branch in which you can start making changes.
Great. Okay. So I'm the captain, and you're the. No, I'm the
I'm the
pilot. You're the
captain.
captain.
Yes. What did we say? Non-git ignored files. Non-git. Okay. Phrasing, proper sentence casing. And git ignored. How about a hyphen there?
Great.
I meant git between git and ignored.
Clearly, yeah.
Non-git ignored files will be watched. Okay, that's good. Now try reloading the shell. Oh, well, there's a flake check. So if you do a flake check now, it will fail because the generated file is not the same as the actual file. But if you do a flake check, you'd also check everything, and it's kind of a waste of time. So just trust me on that and do dir and reload. And then execute write -files.
Go back to README, and there we go. Great.
We made some progress. Let's go back to the end-to-end tests file.
Yeah. Sorry. That was in to end. Okay.
Go to the very end. So maybe, do you want like to get caught up on what tests exist, maybe just by name?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a reasonable thing to do.
So go ahead, maybe top to bottom.
Yeah, so I'll start at the beginning of the file. Like, looks like there's quite a few here. This is good.
You probably have a folding feature here in the editor. Like
somewhere.
you can do Control-Shift-P and then fold all, something, fold all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Structs, traits, implementations, sure, but okay. So what? Test start here.
Yes.
Page content is served. We'll just open this one up, take a quick look. That's
the one we looked at.
The one we looked at. Yep. Okay. Default 404. So we put in a bogus page and make sure that we get a 404. Okay.
Yes. The point is that we did not provide a custom 404 page.
Right.
This see this connect to browser method on the subject.
Yeah.
Connects to the browser that the subject launched.
So how does it connect to the browser?
The subject launches a browser, and then it prints in testing. Only in testing, it does this special behavior where it prints to stood out a serialized struct that has some data for the tests to use. One of these fields is the WebSocket URL to reach the browser
Mm,
that it
okay,
launched.
great. So this just validates that it can establish a connection. Awesome.
And a detail here is that
Mm.
the same library that is used to launch and control the browser in the implementation is also used in the tests.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. Great. So browser orphaned.
This is for like to make sure that if you close this program, it does not kill the browser that it launched.
Okay.
Did you get a notification that the time
Yeah, right.
ran out?
Mob. I see. Okay.
So execute mob next.
Uh,
What just happened? What is? Oh, author identity. I know. Okay.
There we go.
And then when I see you looking at my screen, at your like trying to see my screen.
Yep.
Yeah. When I see this, I know that you have rotated,
Perfect.
and I steal the screen. Steal the screen. All right. I just do mob T7, mob start, and I have your code. And I remember that we were looking at Tokyo test. This one, this one, this one, this one.
Okay.
Awaiting
Browser.
orders.
Yeah. So we'll keep looking through the test and we can just sort of quickly go through that. Launched browser has had. So let's see here. Fire something off. Wait. So yeah, the get init.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. No.
This
Okay.
getting
Never mind.
it.
Maybe I don't have a question about that yet. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had a question, but no. I think that's self-evident for now.
Okay.
Um. Okay. Yeah. This is great. This is great.
Hmm.
So we'll keep
Uh,
going.
sorry, browser has had. I believe since I wrote this test, may have found another possible assertion here to make more sure that we actually have not a headless browser. So I'm going to add it to do and go to this test, and it's called browser viewport. So I'm going to assert similar to browser viewport dimensions test. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Custom 404. Right. So,
Scrolling a
right.
bit.
This right source file 404. And found I'm
Put a
here on.
blank line here.
Hmm. Okay. So now we're going to nope.html. Check the response. Straightforward enough. Okay. .html is optional. Yep. Okay.
It's kind of a funny test name. I will change it to HTML.
Extension.
Yeah, extension can be emitted.
Sure. Okay. Index HTML. Let me see here. So you're just going, all right. Okay. You're making sure it resolves to index.html by default. Yep. Okay.
Right.
We'll keep going.
By the way, we're testing these features, but we didn't implement these features. These are like we're just using some static file
You said you like
server.
doing test-driven development, right? So,
Mhm.
right. This makes sense. Okay. I understand why we're going through this first then. That makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
MIME types. No, what's happening here? It's
Creating file HTML,
no.
file.txt, and then here's a 200 text HTML on the file
Sorry. Yes, I see. Okay.
and
We're just making
then text
proper
plain.
MIME types are coming through here. Yeah. Okay. Great. Sorry. Ignore hidden files. So this maybe needs some. No. Okay. This is good. Yeah. Never mind.
Where did I? Oh, dot file dot HTML.
Hmm.
Can't find me. We have a 404.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Forbid symlinks.
Symlinks is different because what we get. So we do the fixture thing, and then we do symlink, real fixture path, join symlink HTML. This is the real, points at the real. And then we try to hit symlink HTML and we get a 403. So it's kind of strange that you get to know that there's a symlink there, but it's not like
Yeah.
a 404. You obviate that, but whatever. This is
Yeah.
for
I'm sure that
development.
configuring a web server, but not really important here. So, sig term. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, exit successfully.
Yep.
Exits at all and exits and successfully.
Mm-hmm.
These blank lines can be removed. This one, this one, this one,
Yeah.
this one, that one. These are the same except for the signal.
Okay. Sig quit share. Cannot find get executable.
Cannot find get executable.
Um, why are we testing for that?
It's a behavior. It's in the code. I mean, they're strictly typed languages. They force you to, well, not all of them, but Rust forces you to like acknowledge the fact that not every execution of a command is successful.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a behavior. It's a possibility. So the program exits early. And Git
Oh,
is,
okay. Sorry. You're testing that if the get binary is not available. I see.
yes.
Okay. Sorry. I thought like we were specifically. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Apologies. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So cannot find
Timer
browser
ran
execute.
out. Mob
Okay.
next.
Great. Yeah. So I'll take that as I'm supposed to share.
If at any point you want a break, that's fine. Just let me know.
Sure. Okay, great. No, wait,
Or
I
if
do
at
now.
any point you want to do some small talk, that's also fine.
Sure.
Don't have to.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to remember the command here. Do I have to pull first, or does the mob command take care of that for me?
It takes care of that.
So I go
Mob T. Mob T7. Yes, this is
that
not
takes
a
care of all of
Git.
it, eh?
No,
Does it all?
that's
No.
just timer related. It does
Okay.
not do any Git things. Mob
Yeah.
Start will do all the Git things.
Okay. So I should do that now.
Yes. But you are correct to be careful because you know that this does some arbitrary Git invocations. It's
It
not
does?
always the correct command to run, right? Like you need to know what it does. And when
Right. Okay. And this is still the same, right? It's okay, good. We're on the same timer. Perfect. Right, because of the room. I see. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we were down to ignore hidden files,
Signals
signals. Okay.
cannot find Git executable.
Yeah. And then I briefly looked at the, yeah. Okay. Same thing for the Chromium, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not inside a Git work tree. Okay. Um, am I missing something here? Not inside.
What do you feel like you're missing?
How is this checking if it's inside a Git work tree or not?
Well, it's asserting that the program exited with failure, and the std error of it
Right. Okay.
contains
I mean,
that.
like, okay. Sorry. I was thinking that if it is in a Git repository, but not a work tree, but no. Okay. This is just simplifying. Sure. That makes sense. Okay. Build command not found. Right. So there's the build command in the fixture. Okay. And those are perfect. Okay. Command not executable.
Actually, these error messages, this std error,
Yep.
it's coming from this. It's coming from the platform. That no such file or directives. That's not explicit in our implementation.
Mm,
So it might be a different string on Mac.
yeah.
Haven't
Absolutely.
tested that.
Okay. Yeah. So we could add some platform specific stuff there if needed. Um, new executable, eh?
Yes.
That hmm, like the shell?
The new shell, yes.
Okay.
This is how you print something to there in new.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Same thing here then.
These two test that whatever the build commands, the build command prints either std error or std out, it
Yeah.
gets like printed by our program as well, but it is prefixed.
Okay.
And it is also, both std error and std out are printed by our program to std error.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
our program does not print to stood out anything except for in the test when it is tested in that test data.
Okay. Browser viewport. Connect to the browser, get the window. Get window for target. Okay.
This is the last. This is like the work in progress. This doesn't work. You can see that it doesn't even compile yet.
Yeah.
This I wanted to. You can change the name of this test to browser viewport. Not even viewport. I'm sorry. It's like this is browser window. I wanted to see. When by default, like when the user opens a browser, I think browsers have whatever arbitrary behavior they have with regards to the size of the window. Maybe they remember what the last size was. I don't, or I think in this case they won't remember anything because we use a fresh user directory.
Yeah, well, I mean that depends on so many things, right? Like toolkit that's used, the window manager, all the stuff like that, right? Yeah.
Yes, but what I wanted to prevent is that it'll be a very small window because the library that we use to control the browser and to launch the browser,
It
it's
is.
called Chromium Oxide.
It is.
I think it has a default for that. I don't remember, but I wanted to make sure that it's not like a tiny window. I wanted to make sure that it's like a reasonable window dimensions, given that we give it a display that has sufficient resolution.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Maybe something like browser window, not small.
Or sufficiently large.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of what, like,
Yeah, not small. It's fine.
not too small.
Too small. Okay. Well, next, I guess.
Go
Go over here and
There we go. I'll take the screen. Oh, come on.
yeah. So I mean, of course, this is my first time doing this. This is there's a learning curve to it, but I think I can imagine how this is both fun and productive. Yeah, this is neat. I think you got to get the hang of this though. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Yeah, I've spoken with a couple people who have done the law programming with you in the past, and everybody had good things to say. So
Oh,
yeah, I thought
I'm
give it a try when you invited me to.
happy to
So,
hear that as well.
yeah.
I'm sure not everyone who mob programmed with me had a good time. In fact, I know that's not the case.
Mm,
It's
okay. Yeah, I've spoken to a few who have though. So I mean, 2 or 3 people I know. Sorry, I know of that had a good time. I spoke with about it.
nice.
Okay, so we have one final test to look at, and that's
Well, you want to see? Okay.
yeah. I mean, we could fix that right now, or we could just sort of finish what we're working on and then go back. And this is the to do right now. So I guess I didn't see that. So I guess, well, yeah. Okay, we're done reviewing the test then, so we can move on to the next stage. So I guess yeah, you said a lot of this is not implemented. I guess as being the new guy here,
Mm-hmm.
uh, maybe you could just quickly explain to me what is implemented and what's not, like sort of where we're at in the
Uh huh.
yeah.
all of the tests, except for the two that are currently visible on my screen,
Yep.
pass.
Oh, they do all. Okay. Sorry. I see. Well, that's good news.
Yes.
Um, oh,
You may have noticed going through those, if you ask yourself, what is missing from like the description that we read in the README is anything that has to do with the watching of files and the rerunning of the build command on changes and the reloading of the browser as a consequence of the build command succeeding again. So build command does run once, but it does not ever run again. And there are no tests written for that yet.
Okay. So, yeah. Did you have a specific plan that you wanted to go through to do some of this, or how does this usually work? I mean, I guess you're the captain and I'm the
No, you're the captain. I'm the pilot
pilot. Yeah,
for the next 3 minutes.
terms. So I guess like technically this means I'm supposed to say what we're gonna do next, or
Yes, but you can say, ask the project expert what he thinks. That's something a captain would do.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, let's open up the. Well, yeah. No, I don't know. Do you want to continue on the test right now, or do you want to actually dig into some more of the program? Because I haven't seen the program yet, so it might be like it'll be harder for me to provide feedback or whatnot if I haven't seen the program yet. But yeah.
I think we should finish these couple of tests.
Okay. Sure. Let's finish the implementation of the test and then we can go through it. Yeah. This is pretty self-contained, so that works too. Okay. So, yeah, we have our window bounds and we're trying to assert some values there, but we're not matching. There'd be an overflow. We tried to match that. So Rust is being a good guy and letting us know that. Yeah, I guess we can fix that up.
Okay. So I will expand this error. This has to do with cannot compare an i64, which is returned by
Yep.
and a u16.
Mm.
So I will try to solve this by just doing an into because it's safe to
Yep.
convert. It's a infallible conversion, I think. It doesn't know what to convert it to. Why? I don't know why it would not know what to convert it. I think it has to do with usually inference works pretty well, but I think
because it's a macro or what?
Yeah, maybe because this is a macro.
My Rust isn't amazing, so I apologize.
That's okay.
Yeah, so we can just explicitly tell it type.
SerDes JSON. This is an option. What is a SerDes JSON value doing here? I really don't. Is this a SerDes JSON? This is not a SerDes. I don't know. It's strange. Something about the macro here that is. So I will do the i64.
Well, what's the type of the bounds? Is
This works.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to dig into why this, in the context of this macro, we get?
Yeah, that is a bit strange.
It doesn't know what to convert this U16 into. So that means inference fails in this
Yeah,
position.
actually, it's kind of giving us the second bit there. Type annotation needed is the first, and then the second one, type annotation needed cannot satisfy std convert. Okay.
Yeah, convert is the into and from.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
from the convert module. I know some Rust, and I'm not inclined to dig into why inference fails there.
Yeah. Okay.
So how about we
Thing here, back to indet. Right. So you fix this now.
do the same thing. Also, I want to see the errors in your editor. Do you have a Rust integration here?
Yeah, it worked when I added use Nick.
That's not what it's supposed to look like, though. What Rust extension do you have there?
Rust Analyzer. Yeah, Rust Analyzer.
That's the one that. Yeah, that's the one. So can you save the file? Just hit save, because it only checks when you save. Okay, now it looks all right.
What did I do? Nothing? Okay. We fixed the test though, didn't we?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You can see in the status bar you have one error.
Yeah, I see. Sorry, I thought you did both. Oh. No, you're hardcore about this the mob thing. When you're done, you're done, eh? Don't mess with that.
Yes.
Okay, so now I fixed it, yeah?
Yes. Well, we can try running it. Now, one thing about the tests here, we don't just do cargo test, because we need to make sure that the environment is pure, because we have stuff like display and dbus related things. We want to make sure that we get them from we don't that it's more pure. Because eventually it also needs to work in the Nix sandbox proper.
Yeah, I was going to say the Nix sandbox would be the perfect place to run these things.
And it currently fails in the Nix sandbox for some Chromium related reason.
Really?
And yeah, we can maybe after these tests we can try to fix that as well. But the way I've been running these tests is Nix develop with the I flag.
Okay.
Nix develop with I flag, and then with C flag, and then cargo test. Yeah, that'll do it. It's actually multiple arguments. Yeah. Two services run here for the purpose of these tests. One is XVFB,
Yeah,
and the other is dbus daemon. Good. We have 22 passed, one failed. The one that failed is the one we were just editing. See if you can find, yes, 938, and unwrap panicked. because it was not an OK, it was an error. And the error was that value, Chrome error code message, no web contents in the target. So let's see what is in line.
938. Okay.
It's that
So
unwrap.
window ID. Get window for target friends. Get the browser window that contains the DevTools target. Okay.
That is get window for target is a CDP protocol, Chrome DevTools protocol command. And apparently it failed. I was expecting it to succeed, and it failed.
Yeah. So like I assume what this is like. So the shell, like the Nix shell, is including the Chromium browser executable. Presumably it's opening up with like a completely clean slate, so it's not
Yes, a
on
data
my
dealer.
system. But then it's not executing here, eh?
The browser is definitely executing. This is an error from the browser that
Right.
is received through the DevTools protocol.
Okay, no web content. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, what can that be? Huh.
No web contents in the target. So we have a browser, we've successfully connected to it. We did not open a page, but we did not ask for something that would seem to require a page. We asked for to get the window for the default target params. Maybe there are no. Do you want to try like opening a page on before we do this?
Sure.
Then you can do something like you see browser binding on 933.
Yeah.
After that, you can do call a method on browser, something like new page. And the argument here could be string literal about colon blank. That should be enough, and then await, and then unwrap. Await is kind of a keyword, and then unwrap is a method call. Semicolon.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe this.
give this a go. Oh. Uh,
Share screen.
oh man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like, you got that whole thing. What is it? Like a Waybar plugin you got there for the timer?
No.
I thought it was like on your screen somewhere. I can't. No?
Over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's just your browser. Okay, I see. Yeah, it has it in the
Exactly.
title. I see.
I did not plan for this. It's just a fortunate outcome.
Right.
You see Rust showing me the error from the previous code from before you
Right.
edited
So you
it.
gotta hit save or something like that, and
Exactly.
okay.
Okay. And I will try running this particular test. So I'm copying this and doing nix develop. And this additional flag, this means from here, pass on,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
arguments to
Yep.
the test
Yep.
to each test executable. We have one.
Mhm.
And this means the stood air and stood out from whatever we run inside the tests. Don't capture it. Let it
Mm.
go through.
Okay.
That sometimes gives us more information. And I've added a pattern to match on that particular test, so
Mm.
we don't run all the tests.
Yeah. Yep. So this dbus instance,
Mm-hmm.
so you're what, like spawning this test fixture is spawning up a failed to create. Does it create like its own dbus instance to like a
Here, I'll
testing one?
show you in the tests. There is dbus, dbus. Here, we do. Here's the process command new and dbus daemon executable environment variable provided by Nix.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I see. Great.
We give it some environment and we call it with these arguments. There is a dbus session config file provided in the Nix package that is kind of an example. I
Yeah.
think we should probably have a more minimal one that does not
Uh,
have notifications, for example.
like there might actually be like a specific dbus executable for this type of thing. It might have a command for that, like for testing.
Sure, we can take a look later.
Yeah. I just I don't remember off the top of my head, but something like that. Anyways, yeah. Like you said, we have an error. So you're able to.
Same,
So
no
yeah,
web
just
contents in
gonna.
the target.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe we need to wait for navigation on that page, like we do in other tests.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's take a quick glance at the previous tests where we do.
Okay, new page, await unwrap, and then wait for navigation, await unwrap. We can do that.
Okay. Still
Wait for
though.
navigation, await unwrap. Running it again.
Hmm. You think if we're just getting the bounds of the window though, like it wouldn't be a
I agree. Maybe the default target is not the correct target
same thing.
because we're using, it's the same error now. See this, we're using get window for target params. This is like the parameters for this. And there's a target ID here. Oh, maybe the default is none. That would actually make sense. Target ID. Because we're, yeah, I bet the default gives us a none there. Yeah, because it's coming from a derive, you see? It's not even, yeah. So it does give us a none. So this is not the correct way to get. We could do, I don't know what target means, but we can do builder, target ID, and I don't know what to put here. What is it even supposed to be? An impl, something that could impl into target ID, something that could be converted into a target ID. That maybe it's a star would
Yeah, I don't
no.
even know what he's supposed to represent. We'd have to look at the documentation for
Maybe we
that.
need to obtain the target ID from the existing.
Or target parameters. So what's this target supposed to be?
So this is, the command is get window for target.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a page. I don't know. We can take a look at
Yeah.
Chromium Oxide. Let me open the docs, cargo docs here. So if I search for get window for target, I will have this. And then here is the reference for that command.
Get
Target ID is DevTools agent host ID. If called as part of the session, associated target ID is used. We can ask an LLM if you like.
Yeah. That honestly, that's not giving me enough context. Sorry. Yeah. Let's.
Okay. So
Yeah. If it's not obvious to you and you've been working on this, then I think we're gonna need to ask something else here, or ask somebody else.
what is the ID? What does the ID stand for? Unique identifier target, tab page. So we can, so we can probably get the target ID from the page.
We'll create a target. Yeah. Okay. Great. We can. Yeah. Let's look through the targets. Every time I'm doing this, it's reminding me I need to switch my screen sharing protocol thing to GNOME. I use the Neri window manager, and I don't know. I just installed the Hyperlin screen share thing. I thought that would be fine, but it doesn't work really well. So need the GNOME one. Apparently, it works well with Neri. Okay. Yeah.
Timer.
Okay. Right. So, we were talking about target ID
Right.
and get targets.
We should probably be able to obtain the ID of the page that we just opened.
Yes.
So if we
that part of
we are currently this statement, the expression of the statement in 935.
That'll give us
we
an
are
ID.
not capturing the return value, so we can use a binding to capture the page.
Okay. And the page must have some sort of target ID or something on it. Yeah?
Right. Let's just chain some calls onto that same expression, 941.
Yeah. Check.
You can. There we go.
Just get the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so change the binding to say page target ID, or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe the binding should be page, and the target ID call should be at the. Or maybe we can pass the page. Maybe pages are convertible to target ID. Just try passing the page to that method. Did you hit save?
Yeah, I did. It doesn't look like it's converted.
Good. Okay, so call explicitly the method. It looks like we wait. What? What's the error? Can you? Okay, here's a thing. So use F8. Pointing at an error in VS Code is no good. Like from how I remember it. Yes, F8 is like next. Show me the next problem. That's much better.
Yeah, I mean this is what it said, but
the trait bound. Get window for target params builder. Okay, you need to run build. You need to call it build. This is like the builder, and we're mutating.
Yeah, I see. We haven't used the builder, or we've started the builder pattern, but we haven't finished it yet. I see.
What now? Try F8 again.
Yeah, I hadn't seen. That was part of it. Trait bound target ID is target ID is not satisfied. So we're passing a reference, but it wants the
yeah. Apparently, ref target ID does not implement into target ID.
Huh.
So if we can clone Maybe if we can clone the explicitly call clone, we'd get an owned target ID if it's clonable. And now we have an ownership problem. See, in Rust, this is a Rust lesson.
Yeah.
You don't get the borrow checking until you have type checking completed. So this was like always a problem, but now that type checking completed, we get to see the borrow checking problems.
Right.
What's happening here is we have a long expression. And in such chaining, we have what's called temporary values.
Yeah. I mean, I'm familiar enough with Rust that this kind of makes sense. That we don't have enough scope ownership or whatever to see this through. So it's saying, hey, this isn't going to work, or something like that. Yeah. So
you know what? Try not even waiting for navigation, because I don't think we need to do that for this to work.
Okay.
And remove also the await unwrap, the following subsequent.
Done with that now.
So you should have automatic formatting here.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. The automatic formatting in my editor works using the Flake font support.
Yeah. Abort.
This is going to run all the tests.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? What did you have there last time?
I had the no capture flag, which is an argument that is passed through.
And what, we can just pass the test name directly?
Yes, but not quite this way. You need to have the hyphen in order to pass.
I have that, and then I realized it was a no capture. So thanks. Okay. Assertion left equals right.
Oh, we have it.
Hey, look at that. That's great. We actually, we're there. So
apparently it's not it's not maximized window.
Yeah. So
some arbitrary 904. What is 904? Try, and our X VFP dimensions are also arbitrary. So let's play with it. Let's like increase that width. Is it relative to that, or is it what? And is that enough? Does that satisfy us? Whatever size it happens to. No, I lost your screen share, so I'm going to assume that's
oh, sorry,
a signal for me to share.
Yeah.
Here is an upgrade. I'm running mob S7, which is mob start, but with a number, so it'll do both.
Nice.
Now that you kind of understand what to do, I'm revealing the upgrade.
Yeah, okay. Start me off simple here, and we'll go up by a bit, yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to try this mob programming thing at work sometime. Give it a try.
I'm happy to hear. Tell me how it works.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll have partners for that?
Yeah. I'm sure I can convince a couple people to do it at least. I don't know. Yeah, they'll give it a try. They'll be like, I don't know what this is, but let's try it. Sure.
Is this the same number you got? 904?
Yeah, it is.
I think so. Okay.
No.
Close these.
Wait a second here. Oh, it was sorry, I thought it was 1920 instead of 1921, but no, it was both 1921. Sorry. Yeah. Both numbers are the same, which was, confusing because that was a constant. So I expected that has to be the same, and it is.
Okay. So here's the width. Let me.
Oh, you're defining this here. Okay. Yeah. I see.
Let's add some numbers here, add some numbers there. and see whether this
Yeah.
remains.
Is it? Hmm. Yeah, I wonder if Chromium can take hints on the
Whoop.
size it's supposed to be.
So, what do you think? What's a big
Uh,
difference?
well, 904.
It's like less than half the width of the screen.
47.05 something percent. Okay. That does feel a bit arbitrary. Yeah.
But I think at this point, it's like the, it's not. So the way we are executing, I'll go to main, and we
Yeah.
have the implementation is here's the browser. We're launching the browser with some browser config, and we're doing with head,
Mm-hmm.
and we're doing viewport none.
Okay.
Viewport takes what's the documentation here, configures the viewport of the browser, which defaults to 800 by 600. So if we did not provide this in the builder with none, we would have had a default of 800 by 600.
Well, being
So
mixed people, we do like deterministic behavior, so I guess we should put something in there.
I don't know. I like the behavior is to like delegate, like don't interfere with what Chromium's default behavior is. That's what I'm thinking. Like let Chromium open it up the way it does,
Okay.
and if
I
users
hear what you're
complain,
saying, but like I guess we're just trusting that Chromium will continue to keep doing the random thing, seemingly random thing it's doing now, which is so like we can change our test to assert that it's at least 800 by 600, I guess, or some other arbitrary numbers. But yeah, then we're just trusting that Chromium's going to keep doing what it's doing. I don't know.
I don't know about trusting. I mean, we have a pinned Chromium in the test.
Fair enough.
And we are asserting that it behaves in a certain way, and if that ever changes, our test will fail.
Yeah. So when we update Chromium, and then it changes the behavior. But yeah, I guess yeah. All right.
What's
fair
the
enough.
alternative? What the?
Yeah, I mean we could specify something, but then again, like you say, then you're causing another type of influence there that maybe you don't want to. So all right. So let's not too small. Let's arbitrarily decide what's not too small and ensure that or assert that it's bigger than that.
Mm-hmm. And also we notice that it's relative to the to the resolution, to the available real estate. So maybe just larger than these.
Sure.
Okay. So let's change this back to like the canonical 1920 by 1080. And then these would be like disregarded here, and we're doing an assert that this is greater than 800 by 600, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can just put a quick comment to say this is somewhat arbitrary. Well, maybe not somewhat arbitrary. We can just sort of say these. Yeah, we're defining. The test is called window not too small, so we can put a comment. Define small is less than 800 by 600.
I think the test is actually like currently not that it's not too small. It's that it's not receiving the defaults browser window not at default chromium oxide dimensions. Does that make sense? Like we want to see that it's at chromium default dimensions, but those are dynamic. So at least that it's not at default chromium oxide dimensions.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
And we have yeah. I don't know if we have. Okay, this is good enough for me. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. I'm running it again. But that's not the message. Let's run everything. I have 16 real cores here, so I'm not very concerned about running everything. Okay. Rotating, and I will be back in a moment, okay?
Sounds good.
I'm back, and I am thrilled that you're an experienced developer, and having you here, you catch up so quickly, and this is great. I'm looking for more participants, and you're top candidate. I'm very happy to have you here, regardless of how many of these sessions you would be interested in participating in.
Awesome. Glad I could join here. Okay, so if I recall, it's mob start 7 is the nice shortcut for me here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. All right. So this builds on my machine because it builds on yours, and yeah. Well,
Let's do the next one.
right.
Make sure to remove that ignore.
Yeah.
It's called an attribute.
Yeah. I was looking at some ignore test stuff when I was working on tricks recently, so I'm kind of familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The purpose of this test is in the edge case where the serve path is not git ignored. I don't even want to. I think this should be serve path not git ignored. Like explicitly, this like checks for you that your serve path is git ignored. Because if it's not, like you probably have a problem. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like just a helpful assertion that the program makes for you.
Not ignored files will be watched, but this is about serving, so okay, yeah, right.
And this is not
So
implemented. This test, if
yeah,
once the test is implemented, should fail.
right. Um,
Go ahead, see if you can autopilot yourself into something here.
okay. Well, I mean, at least I can get the think about this some more, but the basic
Yep, that seems like something we want to have a fixture at all.
uh,
I think we do want to git init
yeah,
this fixture. Actually, like once this feature is implemented, I think all tests will fail because none of the tests currently the serve path is git ignored. The fixture constructor does not do that. But let's focus on the test. I'm writing the
okay.
test. I mean so I think we do want to like change the fixture because we're going to use it in this test as well. So that by default it creates a git ignore file that ignores the serve path as part of being a reasonable default fixture.
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
And in this test, we like undo that, like we remove the .git ignore file or
Right. Do you want to modify the fixture first then?
the construction of the fixture. Yeah.
So, let's see here. Root temperature prefix hidden. Okay. Right. XCG. Home. 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 Object path. Okay.
That's the default build command.
Okay. I see what you're doing here. This is kind of fun.
Thanks.
All right. So, yeah, we're creating these temporary files, permissions in. So we want to create a regular file in root that is called getignore, and I
Write
guess,
something into it.
yeah, I guess we should write something into it. XCG home. Um,
And we don't need to keep a handle to that file because we
yeah,
keep
no,
a
it's just
handle
gonna
to
be
the
part.
root.
Yeah,
The way that these tempdir and temp file library structs work is that they delete their files and directories on drop.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, we can add this. Like, I mean, this is all sort of like environmental setup. I guess like maybe here would be the reasonable place to put a
Anywhere,
or
yeah.
okay.
I think there's a helper for like writing and creating at the same
Yeah.
time. Something
uh,
like,
yeah.
is it right?
Let's see here. It says that read the remove the name right. Uh, yeah.
Will create if it does not exist. Okay.
And reply. Okay. I think this is a convenience function for using file create and write all. This seems okay then.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
This
this
is
is
good.
excellent. Okay. Uh,
So
pretty straightforward.
2 arguments, path and
Yep.
contents. Get the path from root.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with your screen, with this web thing here, I guess it's best to not. Every time I've been stop screen sharing, but I can just leave it and then it just come back to me after.
It won't come back. It won't.
No, okay,
This
okay,
deficiency of the platform,
all right.
but you don't have to stop it. We can steal it from each other. Okay, you have my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we go back up to the fixture and continue where I left off, where write, not create,
Well,
write.
right.
Yes. No,
Was
not
it
there.
not this one?
Search for get ignore. Get ignore.
Get ignore.
There we go.
So it'll be something
Yeah, so we
like
have to
root
append the root to
path
prepend the root to.
join.
Yeah,
Didn't mean to do that.
you just type get ignore. Perfect.
Um,
The contents we can put in.
is
We
this
need.
async? Is this sync or async? This is sync. Okay.
Yeah.
The contents be something like the serve path. So it'll be format slash then we have, I don't know, serve. Wait a minute. Serve. Yeah, serve is a constant. But where do we get this constant from? I don't believe we have it in the serve. This is
And
the environment variable serve path. So I believe we don't have it in the tests as a constant anywhere. What do you think we should do? Here's an unwrap. Do you think it should be serve? We have it in main. Const serve.
serve dir. So we want to push the variable here.
I know. It's env. It's from Nix.
Okay.
It's this way. Env serve dir.
Great.
So now by default we have a .git ignore in the root dir that ignores explicitly the serve dir. And back to the test, we do the the git init there. So that means the git ignore will apply.
Yeah, perfect.
And then we spawn the subject. But we need to remove it first. So Tokyo fs delete remove file fixture path source path root
yeah,
join path join dot git ignore await unwrap that's the what variable am I not?
Subject below you, line 3, 974.
Oh, this is unused. Oh, you're right. It was out of date.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, it was rendering on the wrong line before, but now you're good.
Well, that's just how it works.
Yeah.
If you don't save, you get.
Yeah, of
you
course.
still get. I mean, it would be nice if all these problems would just disappear once you start editing.
What editor are you using?
NeoVim.
Doesn't like mention to you that the file's out of date or something?
I'm sure it can somehow.
Yeah, I mean it's Vim. It can do your laundry for you. So you're missing the plugin or something, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So we have a fixture, and it's calling get init, which is great. And we're removing
subject should fail.
Or
so let status. Oh, we should obtain some line as well, right? Like let std air equals subject process
right. We can
air take unwrap not default. unwrap, put it in a buffer, Tokyo IO buff reader new, put it over here, and then let loop let line equals stood air read line. No completion. Why not? Read line.
It's because it's still complaining about something up there, isn't it? Oh no, never mind.
That.
Your editor is jumping around too fast for me at some point. So, let's see here.
The inner does not
Let's
satisfy the constraint.
okay. Yeah, I have to click like, I don't know, 7 buttons to share my screen. It's terrible. I keep forgetting to switch to the GNOME screen share, so I gotta do that. The Hyperlink one just does not work well on Neri. Okay. Right. So we're way down here. Readline. We had an example here. Here we go. I'm gonna copy and paste this and see if that helps me out at all.
Well, it fails earlier than that. 976 we have.
Right. So I'm gonna look at this too then. Copy and paste enough things and we'll get there, I'm sure of it. So let's see the difference then so we can understand, or I can understand. There.
Oh, it stood in. I have a typo there. That's why.
Your autocomplete got you or something. Or maybe it was you. I don't know. Okay. Sorry, I'm just parsing this for a second. So we have subject, process, there, take, unwrap, lines. That's what we're missing. No?
No, I don't think we're missing anything there.
No. Why is it still erroring then?
Also, Shift F8 is like previous. If you want to the arrow above. Apparently, that async read is not satisfied for that stood air. Why is that?
Like, sorry, I just correct me if I'm wrong, but we want to basically do the exact same thing we were doing previously, right? So if these lines of code should be good, right? I can't
Yes.
see the difference. Let mute. It's buff read child std Tokyo IO buff reader new subject process there take unwrap. Yeah, I have these lines are the same. I'm sure of it. Why is there an error here?
Can you show us what stood air is? Let's point at it.
Like, oh, okay. This one's still airing too. Okay. Uh, hmm, yeah.
Well done.
Immutable by default. The way it should be.
Can you try removing the lines call on 977? Remove that call and see whether you have in 980, instead of next line, see whether you have a read line method. Yes, you do. Yeah.
Read until. We got lots of options here.
Read until.
Yeah.
Yeah, read
We've been
until makes
doing.
sense, right?
Yeah, read until is fine, but we can keep doing. I mean, loop this way or that way. Either way is fine.
No, let's do read until. It's
Perfect.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
And then we don't need a loop.
So, byte 8 buff view.
Byte. It's read until a certain byte. It's not quite what we thought it might be.
Reads all bytes into buffer until. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's totally not what we want. It's looking for like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like a new line or whatever, a specific character. Yeah. Okay. So back to researching what we have here. We have, what is it?
It's
Read
probably going to be read line.
line and reads all bytes until a new line is reached and appends them to the provided buffer. Okay.
In this case, like line needs to be like an empty string, and then
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering why we would choose this over next line. Either one's fine, I guess.
it's like tomato.
Yeah, it really is. So uh, I guess we could call this line.
Maybe it's not better. Maybe it's not better.
Yeah.
Maybe when you
Well,
need only one line, it makes sense. But when you want to,
well, at least, yeah. I mean, we can leave it this way for now. It'll be consistent. So something to be said for consistency. Okay, off to you.
starting. Okay. We're looking for a line that says something like serve path is not git ignored. Also, this needs another unwrap.
Oh, it did need 2 unwraps.
Yeah.
I deleted the second unwrap because I thought that was a mistake. Let me think about
For
this.
the end of the stream. For that it's not the end of the stream.
Okay. I'll have to think about that some more, but okay. Yeah, so we can run the test now and
How about
just for fun.
asserting on the
Sorry, yes, add an
exits?
assertion and then we can run the test and see what we come up with here.
So let's status equals subject wait process wait await unwrap status assert eek. No, assert that it's not a success.
Success. Yeah.
Status not success. Okay. This test should fail by, let me get the, it should fail by hanging.
Yeah, because we don't have the right string. So
Let's see that it fails by hanging.
wait, you don't want to use Nix develop. You're using Nix shell for your .envarc, but you're using Nix develop here.
Maybe that doesn't make sense.
Maybe not.
What's the equivalent?
Nix shell
Shell
dash run. I think it's dash dash.
run
Yeah.
pure and pure.
Pure. No, you don't want pure.
I want pure. That's
No,
what I'm
that's
using
like
Nix develop for.
no. Different type of purity. I think it's like it cuts everything out. Like you don't even get like basic environment variables or anything. I
That's
think.
that's exactly what I'm using Nix develop for.
Okay, fair enough. Pure.
Ignore. I mean, this is short for ignore environment.
Oh, is it? Okay. Sure, fair enough. Then yeah, you want pure probably then. Okay. So let's just replace
Pure.
and dash
And
C
this
with
is run. What's short for? What's short for?
for what? I think that's fine.
For run.
Oh,
Run.
I don't think it's short. It's just
No short.
yeah, short enough. Yeah.
Run that. I think this does not
Yeah, you need to.
parse arguments.
Yeah. Okay.
Or that it does parse arguments. All right, it's hanging.
Great.
Let's kill it. We need to implement, and we don't currently have any Git like things here other than this invocation. A rev parse show top level to obtain the top level, or to fail to obtain the top level, which means we're not in the in a Git repo.
Right.
I guess we don't need to use a library. This should be easy to do with a Git, some Git command invocation as well.
Yeah.
So something like Give me a git command invocation that can be used to determine whether a certain path, whether a file at that path exists or not. Is git currently git ignored? Git check ignore, really?
Hmm.
Git
Huh.
check ignore?
This is
For
tricky.
debugging, which rule ignores it? You have V. Okay, I'll take you up on that. We'll see
Perfect.
whether that's correct. We shall
Good.
see.
Yeah. Oh, is that me now? Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Um. Right. So it was get check ignore, and then the path. Yeah.
Yes, but in the implementation of the test.
Sorry, I got distracted for a moment. My wife came down a moment ago to get something and say something.
Mhm.
So we're gonna go what up to the fixture, was it? You were in? Or where was it?
This is an implementation. Main.rs.
Ah, sorry. I see.
Probably
Yeah, okay.
somewhere at near the top. Maybe just after that current git invocation.
Yeah.
Like
Bum, bum.
58
Oh,
or 64. That is all still about the git top level. Maybe 71,
yeah.
72. Build command. No,
Yeah.
that's too
So
late.
this
Serve
is what we
path. Maybe after the serve path resolved. 73.
sure.
There. Now we know the serve path.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, back to where we were here then. So we said we want to get check ignore to see if the serve paths get ignored. Was that what we were doing here?
Correct.
Okay. And then from there, we're going to make the decision on what to do. Okay. So,
Can you try it locally? This invocation?
yeah, let's see what it does. Um,
Check check ignore.
so I guess we can just do a quick like dot next. That's a 0 and .c. That's a success.
What is it?
Sorry, I'm using fish shell here. So,
Yeah, I
I
see.
ran this command, and then this one tells me the status code of the previous command.
Mm-hmm.
This command, and we see that this status code is success. So
Okay, so we
we can
have a
do that
0
again.
and a 1.
So we can go echo.
Ignored is a 0. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes. Oops. Um, okay. So this is just command. I mean, do we want to give these commands unique names, or I guess we can start with yeah.
Nah, command's fine by me.
Okay.
I think for this one we don't even need. No, maybe you should copy paste the whole, because there's a whole thing there about the output and the printing of the output, and
Sorry, come again?
I don't want you to type the whole thing because it's like from line 42 till line
Yeah.
58.
Yeah, I guess we need all that, sure. Trying to, yeah. Really, the rest lets me do this. I shadow variables like this or reuse them.
Yes.
Okay, so specifically, that's why I asked about the name, but I guess that's irrelevant. Never mind. Okay. Check ignore, and then, uh, so where did they go? We had the server directory. Here we go. So I guess we can just directly pop that in here.
Depends on the type.
Yeah.
That will be the same type. Env gives you a stir, ref stir.
Yeah. Okay, great. Output, await, where's context, build to ensure, unwrap. Okay. So yeah, what did we say we want here? It was
We wanted it to be a success. So I think the current, oh, but we need a specific message, right?
yeah. Do we need a specific message? Yeah, I mean, yeah, because this won't be helpful. Command ignore exited with, yeah. I mean, this is more like saying the command failed in a different type of way. With this, we're saying, yeah, file. So it's not success, we said, right?
We have in the test, we have the expectation already.
Yeah. So file is not file. This what we want? Let me see here.
We have that.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Sharing. It's quite some clicks for me as well.
Which window picker are you using?
Hyperland.
Okay. Are you running Hyperland or?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not, yeah. All right. It's not because I'm on Neri then. It's just a lot of clicks.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but like there's an extra one. It's like sharing screen twice.
Yeah, it's because we're on Wayland, I guess. That's why. It's our punishment for running Wayland.
So I'm going back to the test to see what we serve path is not get ignored. I think we can do like one up and do a format here
Mm-hmm.
and do serve path and then
Sure. That's nice.
something like the env serve. We don't have we don't know what is the serve path. That's not the serve path. It's like, okay, serve dir. We need to join. In this case, it'll be fixture. Did we already have
Root.
this? No. Fixture root.
Oh yeah, no, right up there. Fixture root. Oh no, okay, that's the get ignore. All right.
Path, join, serve path. There's no display for this. So as path on, as path, fine.
I think you're out.
As stir, sorry, I meant as stir. As to stir unwrap.
I think it's the bracket. You're
This is,
no, maybe not.
it's a ref string. Pattern is not implemented for a string. Just borrow this. Yeah. Yeah, but this is too long for here, right? So maybe we'll take this and extract it to serve path and put it here. Let's serve path equals that. If line contains, let's also do something like expected line. Expected line. Okay, this sucks less. And then let's go to main. Get top level. Check ignore. We have that in place, so I'm deleting that. Git check ignore and serve. It's not serve dir though. It's the serve path.
Right, sorry.
Serve path. The serve path is a path buff, so this will be as os stir, which I think we can do this arg at a time. In this one, I will replace with that, and this one I'll replace with this.
Great.
And what do we have next? The failing to. We don't want the output of this command at all. We only want the status.
Right.
So
Yeah,
let's do status. Command status. Result exit status. We don't do this. No, we do. This is failed to execute. This is a different thing, right? Failed to even run it. So that's okay, good. Then we get the status. And then we delete this part and we do something like, if it's not a success, we panic with, and then we go back to this and say, the expected line, we basically re-implement this in the implementation.
Yeah.
I don't like doing such things. As long as I see it fail first, then I'm okay. So let, I don't know, error message, and then panic. What am I looking at here? Output status. No. I want to panic with basically these arguments. Basically, want to turn this format into a panic. Basically, want to do that. I think that's what we want to do. But what I also want to do is like not do this and see stuff fail. Serve path not get ignored. It should still hang.
Yeah, because it'll be waiting for output that's never going to come.
Okay.
Okay.
So we saw it hang. Let's see it pass now with the panic.
Serve path is not get ignored. Okay. Serve path is not get ignored. Okay, great.
Next shell with pure and run. Make sure you have 2 hyphens before the run.
Thank you. And the testing. Okay. Yeah. So
974. Failed to parse state for testing. Oh, we cannot use the spawn subjects method because that depends on the subject getting as far as printing that serialized struct that has the test data. And it's not getting as far as that. It's failing earlier. What we need to do is call a different method, subject command. You have 2 subject command that obtains a subject command, and then we can do spawn. I would do that chained after the subject command.
Sure.
This spawn. Subject command is not async and it's infallible, I believe. It's just constructing data.
Sure.
So it's also infallible, so it returns that command. Spawn, not subject. Spawn, yes. And then you can do unwrap. Now we should have a child.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we can rename this child or
It's still the subject.
okay, fair enough.
It's just not the subject struct. It's the subject processed directly.
In here, I guess we'll just go straight for the standard error. Okay. So
I think that's it.
that should do it.
It's the subject is the process.
Yeah.
Should have the same error in your editor.
Here we go. Yeah, I can see it. Sorry. So, let's see. The subject, which is the child.
And the subject is what you call wait on.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that? Thread serve path not get ignored panicked at called unwrap on a non-value. Oh, I know what's wrong. The unwrap that we're calling is that, see, and that the reason that the stood error is not there is because we need to mutate the command a bit more before we spawn it to tell it to pipe the stood error instead of to inherit it, which is the case by default.
Mm. Okay. So what are you saying here? That so we need to mutate the.
Before spawning the subject command.
Yeah.
On line 974.
Yep.
We can do that in line after calling subject command, but before spawning it.
Sure. Sorry. Okay, I see. Before spawning it, yeah.
Right, we call stood error on that. And then here we call a static method on a type called stood.io. Piped.
Oh, okay. Inheritor piped.
Now we will
Oh,
have a stood error to take.
I see. This makes. Okay. I think this makes sense to me now. Yeah, I gotta write some Rust, man.
Me
Yeah.
too. There's so much to learn. Rust is like freaking huge.
Yeah. Okay. Look at that.
It passed. Now let's see the rest of the tests passing as well.
Oh.
Because we just touched the implementation.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's see whether your machine has enough memory to run all these. Oh, but
Yeah, I got enough memory, but I guess we'll have to. Yeah. All right.
okay. Share, 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 share. And I won't start my timer because I need a moment, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
I'm back. Nix shell, pure on everything. What's going on here?
Yeah, a lot of failures.
So some tests are failing and others are hanging. Okay, let's pick one like, I don't know, default 404 page. I'll cancel all this.
Mm.
Default 404. that should match and see what. So this one is failing, not hanging, and it's failing here. 540 unwrap on an air value, failed to parse state for testing. So I mean, I get the feeling for what's happening, right? But I don't know why it's happening. So let's go to 540. Wait, this is not. Did I? I didn't because I don't have the most recent code. Here's a mob start.
There we go. Let's try this test again then. See what happens.
Try all the tests.
Are you running Starship in your shell? Or is it just a really fancy prompt?
Yeah, this is Starship.
Starship, okay. I tried Starship like 2 or 3 years ago when it was like pretty new. It wasn't great back then. It looks like I should try it again though. It looks pretty good on your system.
Yeah, even the defaults are just nice. Okay, so we have most of the tests, no, many of the tests failing. Let's pick one, like browser launched. Browser launch. See what's going on here. Failed to parse state for testing. Did you mob next? Oh yeah, this is happening, right?
I did next, yes, I believe.
Okay, so 558 and test. Oh look, this sometimes if this happens, just reload the pit. Did I not? I think I didn't even mob T. Okay, so let's me do mob T4. Okay. So 558. Okay, spawn subject failed. So basically spawn subject now normally fails. And it fails in failed to parse state for this thing. The state for testing, the stood out. Basically, we have different stood out, it seems. Because we have a line. So do you think that this this command that we ran, it actually outputs something to stood out? That's what I'm thinking.
It said if you pass V, like a -V, it will give you some details. But without that, I don't believe it's supposed to pass anything to standard out. But I mean that's just, yeah, that's what I thought. That doesn't mean that's right.
Can we, like, if failed to parse state for testing? So failed to parse state for testing. What we're trying to parse? Let's see. Why don't we do this with context and then give it the closure here and then do format here instead and then put the line here. Running tests again. Yeah, look, this is a line, like something is, and it must be Git. It's printing that line.
Why is it printing that?
Git check ignore
Pass its on
license. No. Right? This
Mhm.
foo. Something that is ignored, dot and varc. So if it's ignored, it gets printed. This is just the way check ignore behaves, I suppose.
Okay, yes. All right. I thought that was maybe my shell, maybe we did see that and I just didn't notice it. I don't know.
That's okay. Let's just
Yeah. So eat the input and
yeah, ignore it, right?
yeah.
Command dot stood out stood IO null. Don't talk to me. And do you think we should do something like we have this? Did we? Okay, for that we have to spawn. So in any case, I'll rotate. We have a utility that allows us to, like, in a different thread, do something for each either stood out or stood air line.
Okay.
We don't expect this to have any stood air, but just in case it does, why don't we, can you go to main and search for each? Not for each, for something, for underscore. That, you see these two, for stood outline and for stood airline?
Yeah.
So we spawn, and this is how, you see, this is for the build command, for example. So it prefixes, and it uses these macros for tracing. It's the tracing macro.
Yep.
This is like for fancy logging.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think we should do this for this, like ignore the stood out of it, and then do this for the stood air of it.
Yeah, you mean like just in case we get something, we're not really expecting it, but yeah, we don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And for that purpose, we cannot use the status method. This is called on the process, not on the command.
Yeah. So we're just gonna get the proc here instead of the status, I guess.
Right. So instead of status on line 78, we call spawn. And that would be not awaited, but unwrapped. But unwrap also already exists. So
Okay.
after the with context, see that?
Yep.
So just remove that unwrap.
Yep.
Okay, now we have a child. Now we call, on this child, we call the...
Yeah, so on this process we'll call the oh, we're just
Wait,
gonna keep chaining this then, yeah? Like you said you
no,
can call the
you
no?
can't. You can't chain. Can't
Uh
chain.
don't we want to call for standard error line on the process, yeah?
On the process, but it's a mutator. It does not return the
Yep.
process.
Understood. Okay.
And
So now we can say, well, I don't know what, like
git check ignore.
an expected standard error output or something.
I wouldn't. Just git check ignore stood air.
Sure. Okay.
And maybe place those in place it in backticks. The command git NDR git check ignore. Okay. And now to obtain the status called status. No, what is it? Wait, I believe. Yeah, wait. Wait, await, unwrap, I believe. Is it unwrap here? Yeah. So before unwrap, we probably want to call context to add some context.
Yeah, okay. Sure. With context or just yeah.
Something like failed to obtain, like not even failed, just obtaining, waiting for git check ignore to finish. Complete, whatever.
So yeah, okay, just success.
We can do with, instead of this, we can do with context, give it a closure, and format the actual command because we have the actual command. Right, and then interpolate the command. Now heading 4.
See
You can
here.
put it right
Yeah,
in there. If it's an identifier, it can fit in inside the curlies,
perfect.
but only if it's exactly an identifier. And so
That's
suffix the identifier with colon, question mark. No, suffix.
suffix.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should do it.
World.
This needs to be mute. Does it? What it was?
You're saying something about the Borel. Cannot Borel process as mutable as it is not. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep.
Give us a blank line there. Thank you. And that probably needs to be unwrapped.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I guess we give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something specific, or just should we test the whole thing?
All of them.
See how far we get.
What is it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, on to you.
Share screen. Share screen. Entire screen. DP1. Share. And then again DP1. Nix shell tests. I don't know whether browser launch was the one of the failing tests. It is. Error failed to parse state for testing. Now we have like a blank line. What do we have? Where do we get a blank line? What?
So we ignored STD out, and then we did a logging on. No,
We did.
Yeah. So then we have a
We ignored stood out.
and we look at std error, yeah, standard error, and log that.
Why would we get that? We got failed to parse state for testing. We could also do to parse. We could also do the debug so that we see it more clearly what we have there, and maybe even delineate it. Actually, the debug does that. Debug does
Okay.
that.
Oh yeah, by the way, Shahar, I'm gonna have to go in a couple minutes here.
Of course, it's literally empty, so it's an empty line. We get an empty line printed somehow.
Hmm.
Why do we get an empty line printed? Well, I can I can figure. Do you want to try to figure this out? I don't know. When do you want to leave? We can have a chat to.
Yeah, you know what? This might be a good time to
Okay.
stop here. We can I can yeah, I was gonna ask so now that we're done this part, what's the next mob command you run here? I remember at the beginning you said something about
Right.
yeah, like we put it all together. I mean the session it's not a complete success, but you know, we did something, so you can
Yeah, we made progress. The program is not yet working, so it is considered progress. So I'm sharing screen again, right?
Yep. So
Okay,
mob
so I'm doing
done.
mob done.
Right.
It puts me back in master, and I have, if I do status, you see that everything we did is staged. So I do git commit, and they call it progress, and it's committed. Push it. That's it.
Okay. Look at that. Hmm.
Was fun mobbing with you. Effective. We actually made progress, even though you said you don't have much experience with Rust. I think we quite easily got around that. I hope you learned a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I learned a lot about mob programming. Rust, yeah, like I said, I not so great, but learned a little bit there, so that's good. Yeah, I can see I can see why you do this. That makes sense. To me at least, yeah.
I'm glad to hear. Did you you did well on mob programming as well? Did you like the project?
Yeah, it's interesting. Usually I would have gone through the code base a little bit more, whatever. I meant to sort of do that ahead of time, but didn't get around to it. But yeah, I mean, you sort of, let's say you guided the ship pretty good there, so it worked out well.
I think it's an important project because I think it can be used in so many contexts, because everyone is doing, static websites are so popular, and I don't know what people are doing without this thing. Like, is everyone re-implementing this? This seems strange to me.
Mm. Yeah, okay. I can't say I've done web development in a while now, so I don't have the answer for that. Yeah. Okay. Great. Well, yeah, thanks for having me on here, Shahar. Appreciate it.
You are welcome. Don't hang up. thank you for watching. If you want to join us, please contact me and you can join us as well.
Great.